Hey there, it's Ike with Big Tex Ordnance, and today we are taking a look at a genuine Aimpoint Micro T2 and a fake one from China. So let's take a look at it. Over here on the right, we have the real one, and over here is the fake. There's a couple things just right off the bat. This one's actually a pretty good knockoff. Like they actually did a pretty good job on this one and probably spent a lot of time doing it. So the exterior dimensions, it all looks pretty good. All the contours are pretty similar. You know, the overall geometry, the size of it and everything, it all looks pretty close. Even here, you'll notice the font and the way that they have the Aimpoint logo, it's subdued a little bit, just like it is on the real one. And then also the serial number and the model, it looks pretty close. Over here on the adjustment, you will notice that the one on the real one is a little bit larger of a font as far as the numbers go, and the fake one is a little bit smaller, but again, if you didn't have them side by side, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Now, when you start digging into the insides of these, that's when you really start to see the differences come to light. The caps that they come with, Aimpoint does have a clear front cap. This one right here is the obscured one. It has the Aimpoint logo on the front, but they do make a front cap that is clear, so you might see either one, but the caps look pretty similar. I mean, there's only so much you can do with the cap. Front ones look pretty similar, and then the rear caps. The one on the real one is a little bit smaller of a window. The fake one is a lot larger, but again, it's a cap. They're pretty inexpensive, and there's probably not a lot going on there. Now, taking a look here at the front. So you'll notice on the front one, it might be kind of hard to see, but the lens is set further back inside of this housing than it is on the fake one. Might be hard to tell, but the real one is set a little bit further back. Again, if you're not looking at these, you know, side by side, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. The holes here for the tool that the Aimpoint factory would use to remove this, they are a little bit larger on the real one compared to the fake one, but again, probably not gonna be able to tell the difference if you're looking at it independently. Now, flipping it around here on the front lens, the one that you're gonna look through, the lens on the fake one is actually further back than it is on the real one. And the finish on these two are pretty similar. This one is, the real one is a little bit more of a matte finish. The fake one is a little bit glossier. On the bottom side of it, where you go to mount your mount, the real one has the little helicoils in there that you can see. And now Aimpoint has had a couple variations of this over the years. Some older ones might look a little bit more gold on the inside. These are kind of like a purplish hue to them, but the fake one doesn't have it at all. It is the correct thread pitch though, so the screws, you know, you can use genuine Aimpoint screws to mount to the fake one. But if you're looking at it, you can definitely tell a difference between the real and the fake. Now, the dead giveaway for me is when you look at the battery. And with all things electronic, that's usually where you can really start to tell a difference. That's where the wheels fall off really for the fake ones. Over here, we have the real one, and you can see it's completely different than what the fake one is. And one thing that really stands out is how the battery is kept in there. When you have the fake one, we'll put it in here. Battery just goes in there, it slides around. You can hear it rattling, and then it just pops right out. Now on the real one, you see all these prongs around it. That'll actually hold the battery in place. So I'll push this in, set it in, then you actually have to press it in there, and that battery's not coming out. You almost have to get like a screwdriver or the Aimpoint tool and just kind of pop it out. Big difference there. And then also on the caps themselves. So on the front, looks pretty good. You know, it's a slot. It's kind of hard to mess up. And the font and the engraving is pretty close. But on the inside, this one here, this spins around. It's like cheap spring. And this is actually what's going to keep tension on the battery. Definitely looks way different than this. This has almost like a rubber finish in here, and it's a little bit of give, but this helps keep pressure on the battery. But most of the battery is being contained with that mechanism there in the battery compartment on the real one. Now, looking at the adjustment turrets themselves, you can see they both have the two holes that you use with that special Aimpoint tool or one of the caps. You'll notice on the real one, it's a little bit more of a silver finish. This one is kind of more of like a gray or like a pewter finish. The real one's silver. Slight difference there. Again, if you're looking at these independently, it's not really something that would necessarily stand out. Now, the adjustment caps that come with it, on the Aimpoint one, you have, you know, the up and right with the arrow. On the fake ones, it might be kind of hard to see on camera. Basically, you have just like small little tick marks in there with a right directional arrow, and it might be kind of hard to see, but definitely different from the genuine one. But these are easy to replace, so it would be easy to swap those out. The last thing I want to talk about is the mount. So this one here is a genuine Aimpoint Picatinny mount. This one here is the fake one that came with this one. Overall, they look pretty similar. This one here is a little bit more square. You can see this one's kind of angled off. One thing that stands out though is this uses a Torx driver. This one here is an Allen key, so the genuine one always uses the Torx. Same with the screws that are provided with it. The genuine ones are a lot beefier and they are Torx as opposed to a very, very, very tiny Allen key. So easy way to tell there as far as hardware that's included with it. The weight difference on these is quite substantial. So we'll take a look at the scale real quick. So on the genuine one here, it's gonna weigh in at just over 1 ounce, almost 1.1 ounce. The fake one is quite a bit lighter at 0.89. So it's about a 10% difference. The screw here on the bottom, you can see this one is kind of partially threaded. This one's all thread. The genuine one being partially threaded. And now weighing the optics themselves, we have the genuine one here. So this one will weigh in at 3.1 ounce and the fake one is right at 3.4. So the fake one being a little bit heavier, but not by a lot. Yeah, the weight difference on these is not substantial at all. That's our little review on the genuine versus the fake Aimpoint T2. Hopefully you found this informative. If you could, please leave us a comment, let us know what you thought. And if there's any other differences that you noticed that I didn't point out, please let us know. Always looking to improve. And any feedback you have is always greatly appreciated. We appreciate you watching. Y'all take care.